Delete and welcome to a Stellaris stream. Today we're going to be creating a robot empire, and we're going to see what kind of interesting situations we can get into. Now, let me go ahead and mute that there, and let's go ahead and get this thing started with a new game. And so I already have my empire here created. We're actually going to change up a few things here before we get started, and I want to look around a little bit. And so for starters, we are playing with machines again. This is the machine appearance that I have selected for our species name, or in this case, my machines. They're going to be called the PCs, the processed cores. And so these are going to be our population. For the most part, my ship prefix and all this other stuff is going to be kind of your ideal machine names for your leaders and things like that, etc. And after that, we have our traits. Now, I just kind of picked what I saw from the surface here. We're going with this is a machine type of species we're playing with, so they have 200% habitability. Their leaders' lifespan are immortal. And so yeah, that's pretty much what you get with the machine trait. Now, this is only if you're playing with a robot like appearance. And so high bandwidth, this is our negative trait that we have. And what this is going to do is this is pretty much going to increase our empire size from pops. And so yeah, that's our second trait right there. We have superconductive next, and let me crank the music down just a little bit, guys, so you guys can hear me here. All right, good. We are in there. All right, and so superconductive, this is going to decrease or actually increase energy credits from jobs. And so we'll be sure to get those generator districts up and running. And then last but not least, we have double jointed, and this is going to decrease the amount of housing that my pops use on planets. And so pretty much we just get more bang for our buck with housing there. All right, so let's go ahead and hit next and see what we got here. For my homeworld name, the name that came up, Alpha Array. Here, let me see what else we got. Nex Primus. I dig it. And we'll change the star name to, how about software? There it is. And so outside of that, yeah, I'm going to keep the background the same. The Necroid City is one of my favorites. And then after that, we got our origin. And so Shattered Ring Origin. This says that we pretty much start on a ring that has 3 parts that are guaranteed habitable, and then there's 1 part that is like not repairable. We start on one of those sections, and so we'll have 2 more that we can fix. But yeah, the ring is shattered a little bit, and so there's a part of it that we can't live on. We'll look at the tiles and things like that, but the districts, they're a little different as well. And so that's that. And then for our ethics, we are a Gestal consciousness. And so this is pretty much what we looked at before, our leaders being immortal. We get more influence, just 1 point of monthly influence, a little less war exhaustion gain, and +2 encryption, making it harder for other empires to spy on us. Now, the machine intelligence, this will actually go against the empire size modifier that I had. And so it's actually going to decrease it from pops. And yo, Mamilo, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hello. We are just getting this thing started. We are playing with a machine empire today. And so, yeah, we are just looking at some of our settings and things like that. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good Wednesday. It is hump day. My goodness. Wow. All right. And so, for our civics, we are going with factory overclocking, which gives me an extra leader capacity. It gives my leaders experience gain and regulatory node experience gains, 25% more experience. And so, nice. You love machine empires? That's your basic pick. Nice. I like them. I haven't played with machine empire in a while, and I kind of strayed away from it for a bit because I felt like that was the only type of empire that I played with. But I also really like machines as well. For the second civic, we're going with Rapid Replicator, and this increases assembly speed, and it gives another growth node. Wait, are both of these? Oh, okay, so they're 2 different nodes, but another node gets 25% more experience. For the advisor voice, one of my favorites.
The Blorg are very friendly creatures.
The Xenophile. Which origin did I go for? I went with Shattered Ring Origin. For our empire name, Dark Steel. And for the adjective, just DSs. We're killer bot Nintendo DSs. And I'm going to switch our flag color here. We're just going to make it a little bit, I don't know why, green. Just, I like it. I like it. Now, we're not going to be assimilating. We're not going to be trying to destroy other empires. But we are going to be flowing around the galaxy in these Imperial ship designs. For my ruler's appearance, now this is very Tron inspired, but Clue's my leader. For the color variant, you know, this is, we can change it if we want, but honestly, I kind of like this, I look at this as the regular form. And the ruler title is going to be Mainframe. Now, for this governor, who's currently a governor, we give him the traits Eye for Talent, and this gives him another 10% leader experience gain. And so with these machines being immortal, with the leaders being immortal, I really want to try to go crazy on the leader experience gain. I want to try to increase pop growth speed and just have a little fun here. And so we're gonna go ahead and save this. Next up, we're gonna look at our game details. Now, guys, since I've done my last stream on both Twitch and YouTube, I got a new upgrade, and so now my PC is a little bit stronger. And the reason I bring that up is because today we're going to be playing on a huge galaxy. This is going to have 6 spiraling arms, 30 AI empires that we are starting in this game. Advanced AI starts, I'm just going to probably not do that just because we already have so many empires in the galaxy. Fallen empires, I love fallen empires in my game, good or bad. I just feel like they really kind of tip the scales. And having 5 in the end game sounds like some craziness. Marauder empires are only going to be set to 1. I'm not too huge of a fan of Marauder empires, but I feel like 1 in a huge galaxy is not the end of the world. Technology and tradition cost 1. Habitable worlds 0.5, but since I'm playing with machines, that probably won't matter. For our pre-FTL civilization and pre-sapient species, I'm actually going to drop this one down to about 2.5. It'll be a big galaxy, so there'll be still a decent amount of pre-FTL civilizations out there. But yeah, the crisis strength, I'm just going to keep it at 3, all right? For the crisis type, all crisis will be in our game. The mid-game start year is at 24 hundo, the end-game start year 2550. And so I think I pushed those back a little bit. And then the victory year is going to be 26 hundo. But that's if we even make it there. It's 50 years before the crisis, just start to spawn in. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. The difficulty is going to be set to Admiral. Scaling difficulty late game. And outside of that, the rest of this, I'll just kind of skim through. This is an Iron Man mode, and so any decisions that I make in game, I try to keep this all the same. And in between videos, you know, I might do something in the YouTube community post and have you guys interact with it and decide what happens. But for now, the game is eligible for achievements. Let's go ahead and play. And Mamilo says that machine leaders are so strong. Only played a little bit since last DLC, but it felt good. Yeah, and I think they got some nice bonuses as well. I can't remember. I might have to re-jog my memory. I feel like the machines did get some love in the last update. And so here it is, Shattered Ring Origin. It says, if we ever knew how our people arrived on Next Primus, our histories have long forgotten it. We do not know that it is just over 2,000 years ago that some inconceivable catalysm destroyed much of the ring and killed most of the population, and that our people eventually rose from the ruins. Now our civilization has grown, flourished, and now stands ready to explore the galaxy, whether again or for the first time. But despite all our progress, we still have a long way to go before we can understand and repair the ring world, which is our home. And so here is the beginning of our machine empire here. And here is the ring that we are currently on, or we live on. We live right here in this section. There's a ruined section here. There's a habitable section here, which we could colonize. And I might just try to do that right away. Now the habitability is a little low, but we'll have to clear out some tile blockers in order to make those better. And so here it just shows you, if I were to clear out, let's see, the decrepit tunnels. I thought these would show me, maybe I got this wrong here, but oh, here it is, species habitability cap. Since this is a blocker, machines don't care about habitability. They don't, but with the machine worlds, or with the ring world, the habitability is still going to be at 0. So, oh, okay. You know what? I'm going to try it. We're going to try to colonize this as soon as we can. Now, let me jump up out of here and let's go back to our planets, our home section of the ring. And I think in the early game, I'm going to be looking to either leaning into some technology and energy, and probably minerals as well. Those are going to be like my trifectas right there. And so for starters, let's go ahead and acquire some minerals here. I'm going to go ahead and sell some of my alloys as well. And that should be about enough to purchase a research lab. And so there it is. Our first research lab is being created on Nex Primus. This is where we have started at on our ring. I'm checking out the star base that is in the system as well. That's going to be right here above the sun. And yeah, we have our solar panel network and our shipyard, as well as a service umbilical. Now, let me go ahead and just back out here. And I want to see where I am at in the galaxy. Looks like I'm a little bit closer towards the inner bottom section. And here we are. Now, it looks like we got a couple of decent looking choke points nearby. I'm seeing like 2 here. Actually, one's right next to my system, but we'll want to survey down in this direction. And if I could, securing these 2 could be very strategic, especially with these choke points being so close to my home planet. And so let me go ahead and grab my science ship here. This is Unit E1. And I'm actually going to have them survey in our system for a little bit first, and then we'll head our way on outward. I'll probably build another. Oh, I have 7 leaders right off the back. Yes, to the north, that's going to be our top priority right now for surveying. Now we're going to lean into our technology next, and for physics, like I mentioned before, we don't have a lot of calculators right now. Gaming Brain, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. We are just getting this machine empire created. We are just starting. We have not started a day yet in the game. We're getting the empire set up, but hello. And yeah, so global energy management is going to be my first go-to. Next up, we're going to go with uniform data standards. This gives me a small amount of unity when I finish this technology, and I get extra unity per month. Now, with me going full-blown technology for the first maybe world or 2, we're going to be lacking a little bit of unity. So this right here is going to help me probably get a tradition started soon. And for our third technology here, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and try 0G refineries. And so this is going to increase my mining station output, which we also don't have a whole lot of these yet, but it doesn't hurt to get started on them. And so we're gonna go ahead and start moving forward here. Before we started, actually, I moved 1 day. We've already started 1 day for our agendas. This is my Council of the Dark Steel. Sounds like an excellent type. Oh, so we're not gonna be purging too much today. This is more of a neutral type of empire. And so, I don't know, we might be trying to play both sides of the card. If we find any assimilators or any determined exterminators out there in the galaxy, you know, I might try to befriend the organics and try to befriend them as well. Who knows? Maybe we could try to get a faction, not a faction, but a federation formed. I wonder how crazy that would be. Getting I don't know if that could even work, but building relations up so high that you invite 2 polar opposite ethics to a federation. Nonetheless, we have infinite opportunities as our first agenda, which will be unlocked here in about 18 months. There we go. And so this is just going to increase amenities for my species. For our policies, main what I'm going to look at is our diplomatic stance. Right now it's set to expansionist. Some of the other stuff I know, balanced or productivity policy, you could change this, but for now I'm gonna stray away from this. I don't know too much about playing around this, other than, you know, extraction, increasing the minal drone output versus manufacturing. I don't know which one I really want to lean towards right now. And so Federation cohesion would be trash, then probably also hard to vote for anything. There is that, but if you go down that diplomatic route, you can get or is it, yeah, I think it's diplomacy. You get more envoys, and you can just add an envoy, like 3 envoys to the Federation, or however many it takes. And yeah, you could still increase the cohesion that way. Guys, for our next ship designer. But yes, I can see it being challenging. I could see it being challenging for sure. Let's go ahead and change our ship design. Yo, Rookie, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. We are looking at some ship designer now. You think it would end up being an hegemonic federation? Nice. Nice, nice. Yo, let's look into adding... I'm going to see if this still works, but I was trying out some builds here towards when the last update came out. All shields, or all armor, and all lasers. We're going to see if this design for my Corvettes is still a thing, and it says a design of that name already exists for the ship. Actually, let me make this a screen really quick. Oh, there we go. This was it. 2 red lasers and a sentinel. Actually, no, let's go with flak battery. And again, I'm going to keep all armor. Let's see if this design works a little bit better. A design of that ship already exists for another name. Okay, how about we'll name this one the Protector, the Flak. And so now I'll have 2 different designs of Corvettes. Let's go to our fleet manager here and add those new Flak classes. There we go. And so I can't build them yet, but I have it in my fleet ready to go. 17 more ships queued up and waiting to be constructed when I get the resources for it. Meanwhile, we're gonna go ahead and look at, what else can we look at here? We got our leaders. I won't dive too heavy into this. We looked at our fleet manager. Our species are the process cores. We looked at their traits and all that earlier as well. Let's crank the speed up and let's get this game started. And so already, let me see. We're not finding too much here. Let me move my construction ship to the system. I was wanting to expand here first, and honestly, I still might, depending on what we find in this system. Let's see, right now my scientist is surveying. Let's go to our shipyard next, and I'm going to see how much it costs to build 100 alloys to build a science ship. And so I need about 10 more alloys, and I'll probably get started on this next. I want to survey as many systems as fast as I can. I have room for 3 more leaders, and so maybe I'll make them all scientists. And I could go over my capacity, but I'm going to avoid those penalties. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first archaeological dig site. And so let's check this out and see what it is. Deja Vu Dig. And so it says, scans on a planet uncovered an artificial chamber deep beneath the surface. Its purpose and unknown origin. Magnification revealed an excavated shaft leading from the surface to the subterranean vault. Now, further analysis will require sending an expedition down to the surface of this planet right here. And so this is in the Isium system. Yo, Dolphin Dive, what's going on? Deja Vu Dig. I can't remember what you get from this dig site. But yeah, we're not going to start on that just yet. I'm going to leave mostly a lot of the projects and things like that behind in the early game. He's not playing as rock people. All right, so contact report remnants. It says that we have confirmed the first material traces of intelligent alien life on a foreign world. Nice. And so here we have our first contact protocols. I'm going to say, hey, let's greet the Xenos with open arms. Like I said, I want to be more of a friendlier type of empire. And so I'm not trying to cause hostilities, but just pretty much just being neutral and playing both sides. Maybe think of rock dudes and FTL. Nice. Yeah, what's going on? Griff, guys, hello. We have our overclock machines today. We're trying to get pops growing on our planet as quickly as possible. Here we have our second research lab up. And the reason I wanted to go for those generator districts is because if we look here, the research labs actually cost me energy credits to convert into research points. And so I kind of like do a little back and forth there. Right now though, I'm going to go ahead and build a Nexus district, and then I'm going to go to my planet features, and there should be sprawling slums. Now, when you clear out this tile blocker here, this will create 1 extra pop. And so right now we're at 29 pops. Once that's cleared out, that'll probably put us at 30, unless we're a little over halfway to assembling another machine. And so pretty much we'll have like 31 pops in no time. And pops, I've been watching some other creators. I've really been undervaluing pops in this game. Like, they are just so important. I'm see, and like this system only has 2 physics, so I'm going to go ahead and jump to this system next, and we're going to expand here so that I'm not burning too much of my influence. We have 156 alloys. Ooh, now I'm playing with the machines, but we have found the grunner. Nice. And this says, while unclear why the species who called themselves the grunner disappeared, our scientists have isolated a promising archaeological dig site on their planet. This is back-to-back systems, back-to-back archaeological dig sites. The grunner's one of my favorites. I have an idea. Maybe we can be machines that turn worlds into Gaia worlds to help other species. Let's go ahead and start on our second science ship here. And so that is underway. We are making some pretty rad discoveries right off the back. All right, and we got that second science ship on the way. Let's go to our leaders now. But yeah, we have the Grunner and Deja Vu dig site. Both of those one system away from my home planet, my home ring world. And so we're gonna go ahead and launch our first agenda. This is the infinite opportunities. The happiness has now been increased for my pops. We'll check that out in a moment, but next up, let's go with finding the voice. It's still a little early for us right now, and so I think we'll benefit from getting a little extra unity here, and when we launch the agenda, it'll enhance those modifiers. And so let's go to our planet here, Nexus Prime. I just call it Nexus Prime, it's Nex Prime, but yeah. Now, this planet has 24 amenities, and that's going to increase the stability. These are the effects of high amenities, increasing stability by 14.1, and so the planet's at 70% stability. We have maintenance drones here, but honestly, I really want to build some more like districts and jobs very fast. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started on a second Nexus district, and then we'll come back to this world here in a moment. Back over here to my science ship. It's now finished. Let's grab another scientist here, and I'm seeing Unit P9 has 2 really good traits. So Unit P9 has the cataloger trait that increases survey speed. We want that right now. And he has the quick calculations. This gives him a 25% anomaly research speed bonus. And so we're gonna go ahead and select him, and he will be researching our anomalies once we've surveyed a few more systems. Now, I have this scientist heading up in this direction. I'm gonna have my second scientist go on the opposite side, but I want them to survey and not have to backtrack to systems. And so I'm gonna go ahead and plan a route here. That way we're not going back and forth, and they're gonna eventually end up working their way there, and then we'll come back to their route once they're finished. But there is a route here planned. They're going to go in each of these stars, survey them, hopefully find us good resources and things like that. And speaking of resources, Zigar here has 6 energy credits in it already, and my scientist still has more planets to survey in that system. And so as soon as they finish it, there's an anomaly in this system as well. That's a very nice system right there. We are going to build our first starbase in that direction. Now, my growth node, this is one of my leaders. They have a level up ability available here for us to select. And I'm going to go with the amplified sub-processes. What this does is it decreases edict upkeep and increases our edict fund. Now, speaking of edicts, we haven't looked at that yet, but we're going to go to our policies and edicts. Right now, the only one I have available is the fortify the border. I don't really have a reason to use this just yet. I'm not planning on upgrading any star bases, nor do I need 2 more starbase capacity. We haven't even built one yet, and I have room for 2 more. And so we'll hold off on that, but we have our first system, our second system that has been completed and surveyed. I have my construction ship already here. I'm going to have them go ahead and expand our borders, build a starbase, and that'll be our first expansion of the game. All right, and so jumping over here to our main leader, Clue, he has leveled up for the first time. And I'm going to go with the information processing. This is tier 2 of this trait here, and it's going to give him an increased 20% leader experience gain. And so again, I want these leaders to level up as fast as possible. And yeah, so far everything seems to be doing pretty good. Now, jumping over here to my traditions. There's a couple of different routes we could take. I would like to get some more resources. I wouldn't mind maybe going down the discovery routes or even aptitude. This could help us with our leaders. Options. You know what? Let's go with discovery. So this says many of our long-range contingency calculations break down due to insufficient data. Therefore, we must know everything. Now, the adoption effect of this says that we get an agenda, chart the unknown. We get an edict. This is what we really want right here. This is map the stars. And then we get an anomaly research speed being increased by 20%. And so we'll go ahead and select that bad boy. We have a council agenda available, which we'll come back to that a little bit later on, but let's go to our policies and edicts next. And there it is, map the stars. Now I can't activate it because I need some unity when the next month goes by, which is right now. Boom, now we can activate that. And what this pretty much does is it increases survey speed. We get a 10% chance to discover more anomalies, and our hyper lane detection range has been increased as well. And so now I can see more systems further out. And yo, Caked Dig, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. We are in the middle of a Stellaris game right now with our machine species, and we just expanded for the first time. We have 2 archaeological dig sites right next to us, and so later on in the game, we will definitely survey those or excavate those and see what we can dig up. And so meanwhile, back over here on the ring world, we have about 3 jobs available, and most of the jobs that are like available on this planet right now are maintenance drones. Now, my amenities are very high on this planet. And so what that means is I could maybe add some more jobs. I kind of look at this a little differently now. Pretty much if the pops are too happy, build more jobs. And so right now the 30 amenities are pretty high. That means that I could take away from this maintenance drone job and maybe I could have more pops being calculators, which would increase my technology. And so let's jump back over here. We have the Nexus district that is on the way, and that's one of the reasons why we have so many maintenance drones, is because those city districts, that's what a Nexus district kind of is a place for a mass population of our groups can go. And I'm going to go ahead and build another research lab. I see that the energy credits are starting to go down a little bit as well, and so I'm going to squeeze in another generator district as well. And so I try to like build things kind of ahead so that like I know if I'm going to build a research lab, it's going to need energy credits to go into technology. And so that's why I'm going to go ahead and get a head start on building some generator districts. Now here we're going to be kind of skimming through some of these anomalies and things like that. Right now, I just really want to focus on surveying systems and then probably trying to, ooh, look at this. This system has 12 minerals in it. And so I'm probably going to want to jump over here with my construction ship and expand there next. And so outside of that, so far, everything is looking pretty good. We're going to go ahead and build 2 more science ships, starting with our third one there. And good, I'm just checking to see if any of my resources are starting to drop down a little bit. So far, so good. And so, yeah, that's a lot of minerals for your starting system. Not bad. Oh, yeah. Well, I think it's that. What's going on, DeFugal? Welcome to the stream. We have some mining districts as well. And so I'm getting 41 from the ring. And then if we want to look at our resources here, I'm going to hit Alt. Okay, and yeah, 11 minerals there is not bad. Now, holy hell, this system has 18 minerals in it. That is very nice right there. Very nice. From the system, yeah. Oh, yeah. Not bad. The system right next to it, though, has 18 minerals. And so let me go ahead and get a head start here on recruiting a third scientist. I'm going to go with the younger one, the 9-year-old robot unit Q8. And let's get them surveying probably, there's a lot of systems down here, but I'm going to have them jet over to this right side towards the inner area of the galaxy here. That's the system you're talking about. Copy, copy. Oh, system software. This is my home system. And so, yeah, we're going to jump up in this way. Let's see. It's about time you do a human playthrough. It's been a while. Nice. Very nice. I got one that I'm doing on the side, but right now we're going full-blown machines. And I'm not doing the determined exterminator today or the assimilation type. Those have been my past couple of machine playthroughs nonstop. But today I just wanted to try playing a much more neutral playthrough. And so, yeah, for the rest of the stuff so far, like I said, everything is looking pretty good. We have, another maintenance drone job added to this planet. But again, we'll be definitely moving that around. I'm going to see if I can maybe, okay, I could buy about, I need about 60 more alloys here, and I'm going to try to colonize the other section of the ring. It's going to be a little early, but I'm going to give it a shot. Starting to try, Cake says, starting to try to learn this game. Why is the tutorial so bad? Hey, I feel like, actually I haven't really looked at the tutorial in a long time, but I enjoy playing the game slow like this so that I can go back, see some things that I'm doing right or wrong. But pretty much there is a lot of resources on YouTube. All right. And if you have any questions, I have a Discord I can help you out with, but YouTube has a huge plethora of just so many content creators. I don't want to like say a bunch of names because there's just so many out there that make good stuff. But yeah, there's a lot of good content out there if you want to learn how to play the game. Hey, thank you, Empress, for the water redemption. Appreciate it. Guys, here we are in the galaxy. Some cold awa there. But yeah, right now this is where we are. We're playing on a huge galaxy. We have surveyed a few systems in our cluster area here, in our sector. Hopefully we get all the systems that will allow us to be in our own little sector. And yeah, I remember when the tutorial was a couple of pictures that was just highlighted. Yeah, I started playing back in like 2018. And so about 2 years after the game had came out. And I had so many people to just watch tutorials for, and that's the best way I pretty much learned how to play the game. All right, so one of my scientists here has a trait. I'm going to give them the archaeologist trait. I can imagine probably going to find more archaeological dig sites out there in the galaxy, and so might as well get a head start on getting those leveled up. This system has been fully surveyed, and oh, we have first contact with the Phi aliens. It's a little soon here, but let's go ahead and select, let's go with improved servo monitors as our next technology. This gives my needle drone pop resource output a plus 5%. And I like to think the needle drones, the lower class workers are one of the most important types of jobs out there because, I mean, if we don't have resources, we really don't have anything. And so, man, yeah. And so here it is. We have first contact with some spacefarers out there in the galaxy. Where did we find them? Oh, here they are. Now the system does not appear to have a starbase here, and so I'm not sure what that could have been. But yeah, so far we still have not made contact with a intelligent empire out there, and so here we are. We're gonna go ahead and begin this right away. I'm gonna send Unit M7, our envoy, to figure out who is out there in the galaxy. All right, so we now have expanded our borders to our second system here, and right away I'm going to build mining stations. There are too many minerals in this system to pass up on, and so I got to jump right on board. I got to definitely utilize that. I also have about 1,000 minerals in stock, and so I have a generator district being built right now. You guys can see the amenities are starting to drop a little bit. That's a-okay. I'm going to go ahead and just queue up a few more jobs here. I also, like, while I'm doing this, I'm simultaneously building a generator district, a research lab, another generator district, and then a nexus. And so the reason what I'm doing here is I'm building jobs, districts, and then trying to keep building nexus districts so that they open up building slots. Otherwise, I would not be able to add specific types of buildings to my planets. And so 3 of my leaders have just leveled up. We have a ton of buildings queued up and ready to go. Let's start leveling up. We have our governor here. Let's see. I like energy credits. Let's go with the server overseer. Next up, we have a scientist. Man, the information processing is nice, but I like those edicts. And so amplified sub-processes is next. And then for our legion, this is like our defensive minister of defense almost. We're going to give them more edict fund, more edict being decreased for its upkeep. And so I got my words mixed up there. Let's go to our shipyard, and man, I want to build that third scientist, but I also want some alloys here to build a colony ship. And so let's pump the brakes there on the science ships.
Research complete.
Gonna leave B for now, and let's select our first tradition. Now The exploration drones. This says that expendable drones packed with a full sensor suit exponentially increase the survey speed and survivability of the parent vessel. They burst, transmit their findings before being destroyed, and so serve their purpose. And so what this does is it increases my survey speed by 35%. Keep in mind, we still have that map to stars edict active as well. And then my science ship's disengagement chance will be increased by 50%. So if we go back to our edicts here, map the stars, that increases our survey speed by another 25%. And so just adding those together is a very nice little bonus there. And that's probably why we just got our tradition, is because the uniform data standards tradition is now complete. And so let's select our next society tradition here. And I'm a machine empire, so really don't have to worry about food right now. But we'll go with postronic CPUs. This is also going to increase my edict fund by another 20. And so if let's see where it's at now. Edict fund is at 65. That is nice. Okay, but any good YouTube channels that are easy to follow? I would say probably one of my favorite tutorials comes from Max the Catfish. Max the Catfish. This content creator, I would check out Max the Catfish Stellaris tutorials. Hands down, one of the most cohesive, clear tutorials I think I've ever seen in Stellaris. I have some beginner guides, but I'm still like figuring out how to edit and things like that. And so I'm kind of like in a work in progress, but I've made a guide before. I feel like I'm probably overdue to try to give my shot at another one. Mine is not up to date, but okay, yeah. That's another good thing too. Dolphin Die Pro has brought up a good point. I think that came out like a couple of updates ago. I know that Montu Plays is all over it. A-Spec, they drop just so much content I can hardly keep up, but those two are probably like peak Stellaris content right there for learning how to play the game. I mean, there's just so many other creators that I would get deterred from the stream if I was trying to think of all of them. And so those two though, whenever I think of tutorials, is usually for me, Max the Catfish. I really like the tutorial he made, but there's that, A-Spec, Montu Plays. Those would be the top 3 I would recommend. But yeah, outside of that, we're looking at our edicts here, and I have enough to, I guess I'll go ahead and just select fortifying the border. This other one, this is the machine learning campaigns. Oh. So this will increase leader experience gain by 25%, an extra 25%. I would like to do it, but it's going to cost me energy credits, and I don't want to dip that low when it comes to my energy now. We're on phase 2, phase 2 of First Contact here. And so far we have an ongoing investigation. Now I'm kind of surfing around the galaxy here looking for, wow, 20 minerals in one system. I'm gonna watch your stream and hope I learned something. Hey, well, if you have any questions, let me know. We're also streaming this on YouTube now. So now that they got the simultaneous thing going here, if you guys want to catch the stream afterwards, we're on that bad boy. If you have any questions or anything, I try to respond as quickly as I can. But yeah. You seem to be a huge sci-fi fan, as I am. What are your thoughts on Star Trek and Warhammer 40K? And so I'm a little behind on Star Trek. Right now I'm in the middle of watching Deep Space Nine, and Warhammer 40K, I've only touched the surface of that game. I don't know too much about it, but I know I have a lot of friends that play it. I've seen some lore videos on it. I'm slow. I feel like I'm slowly getting into it. There's a game coming out that I want to get, but yeah, I'm not very familiar with Warhammer 40K or Star Trek. Yeah. All right, so yeah, this system right here, holy moly, 20 minerals. We got to get there as quickly as possible, all right? And so we're gonna go ahead and send my construction ship. Actually, they're still building minerals in this system right now. And so let's plan a course here. I'm shifting and I'm clicking build a star base so that they can keep building the mining stations in the system. And when they're finished, they're then going to travel up here, and then they will expand the borders once again. But we want to get here. That is very nice. Back over here on Nexus Prime. Let's see. Still a lot of maintenance drones. The amenities are still really high. Okay, I still have buildings queued up here, but I have enough resources that I can start building more jobs.
System survey complete.
And so let's see, I have one Nexus district. Let's build maybe 2 more Nexus districts. Okay, apparently I can only build 1 right now. And we're finding terraformable planets out there, but with my machines, it won't matter. We can colonize pretty much any world. All right, so let's go ahead and plan a course here. A new routes. Are the studios of Stellaris making life in space Stellaris like Civ 4 strategy board type of game? I can't really comment on that. I don't know what that's like. I think Stellaris is just doing Stellaris things. They do their own thing, and that's all I can really say. I will say I'm pretty sure there's like lots of pop culture and like sci-fi references, but yeah, for the most part, I don't know if they're like copying someone or anything like that. Not saying if you're saying they're copying them, but all right. And so we found a 3rd archaeological dig site. This one's a little bit further away, but this is the target from orbits. Yeah. And we have made first contact with, what is this? Oh, okay, so they're mysterious spacefares. This is now stage 3 of first contact. We still don't know what they look like, but we're getting closer to figuring it out.
Construction complete.
And so there it is. We are now 1 system away from overlay, and we're gonna build a base over this. And yeah, this will, oh man, that's some good stuff right there. 20 minerals. 20 minerals waiting for us. And so I'm pretty sure I have room for 1 more district right now.
Complete.
I'm going to go with another generator district, and then after that, we're going to have to start spending some time here clearing out. We'll do about 2 tile blockers. And as you can see there, the amenities have now dropped to 7. Still not, it's not the worst thing in the world, but the pops they're moving up to the complex drone jobs, or they're going over to a tech drone job. And so they leave that maintenance drone job behind, and they try to go for the other ones. And that's kind of like the way it goes. Like if we go back to Nexus Prime, we have 2 categories of jobs, the menial drones and the complex drones. If I build a building that will add to the complex drone category, the pops in the lower category are going to want to move up there. But if they're working as a maintenance drone or a clerk, more than likely they're just going to jump over to one of these other 2. All right. I think the clerk job is probably like one of the least like favorite job for the pops to work, but I don't know how accurate that is. Can you visit I visit planets and have strategy on the planet? So yeah, there's all kinds of like different strategies. Like we found a planet up here that is, let me see, where's it at? I'm not sure exactly which planet it is, but like here, this planet has like a situation going on here. It like, let's say, depending on technology later on in the game, I could terraform this planet and make it more habitable for my species. I could destroy the planet if I want to. There's a lot of different things you can do with planets. You can colonize it, you can destroy it, you can maybe release it as a vassal if you already have pops on it. Lots of different things. And so it just depends on what you want to do and what your goals are in the game. Oh yeah, I'm kind of new to Deep Space Nine, so yeah. Next up, let's see. We are starting to check out this little cluster of systems here next. We are surveying in 3 different directions, and so we're kind of heading down in this area, up here, and then over here as well at the same time with our 3 scientists we have surveying the system. I might have to go ahead and build another construction ship here, because we're starting to split apart a little bit. All right, and so we have our next tradition here, and I'm just going to continue down the discovery tradition tree. We're going to try to complete this as quickly as we can. I mean, we have research labs up now, and so let's go ahead and go with, let's see, research station output. Don't have a lot of research station outputs already. Can you have like wars on planets and fight with units? Yes, you have armies that you can build, and you can use those armies to invade worlds. You can use your ships and your fleet to bombard the planet to weaken it. Then you'll usually want to send your armies in right after. I'm gonna switch over to the right tree in discovery and go with research path optimization. This gives us a extra research alternative, and my scientist leader cost and upkeep will be decreased by 10%. On top of that, we're gonna jump over here to the improved servo monitor technology that is now complete. And we're going to look at geothermal fracking next. This is going to give us more minerals from mining drones and minerals from star-based construction. And so that's going to be a huge boost for us. And we're already up about another 20 minerals and about 30 energy credits. I think we're getting close to that 40 from where we started off at the beginning of the game. Now, accelerated replicators, I gotta go for this one. This increases mechanical pop assembly speeds. Only by 3%, so it's not a huge upgrade, but yeah, it's going to be a good one.
Survey complete.
And there it is, another system with 15 minerals. Wow. All right, so now that my scientists, their ships are a little bit further outside of my cluster of my home system, I'm going to go ahead and trust that they will automatically survey these other systems nearby. For my other construction ship, that is now finished. It's here in the software system where we start the game at. I'm going to drop them down here, and we're going to start building another starbase. But yeah, this system right here is going to be another priority. That system has a lot of minerals in it. A whole lot. And so we're going to go ahead and see about expanding there next. And that's probably why I can't get alloys right now as I'm expanding so much. All right, here we go. We have enough alloys here to jump over to, let's see here. Let's go back to planet or system software. Here is the second section of my ring world. It's not colonized yet. We're going to send a colony ship towards it. Now it says this planet offers low habitability for the selected species. Colonization is still possible for all pops, but they will suffer an increase in upkeep and resource usage. Nice. Hey, right on. The next time I'm on there, what am I doing here? I can definitely check that out. No. It's more like you see a unit card. Oh yes, if we end up having any war today, Cake, I can show you what it's like. It's just pretty much like icons representing troops, and it's like a little versus screen pretty much. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and try to, ooh, software prime. I like it. And so we have Nexus Prime, and then I'm gonna change that to it.
System survey complete.
There we go, Nexus Prime, and soon we'll have Software Prime as our colonized areas. But I don't know if we'll be at war today. It just depends. I say that, and now I probably should be expecting some sort of like total war empire to be near me. Oh, and we found some machines. The first contact situation continues. Nice. And they're the Decron Sentients. This is going to be the perfect empire to befriend with. Oh, come on. Why'd you guys close your borders to me? And so now my species are going crazy. They're saying that we have to analyze this data. We have found a robot empire. What? Okay, so our relationship is still at 70, but they've, in the past month, it's decreased by 20. I'm going to immediately try to send one of my envoys to improve relations with them. But nice, this was not what I was expecting here. I was not expecting to find another robot empire out there. And so there it is. But a game like Homeworld is that similar to Stellaris. I have not played Homeworld before. And so someone else in the chat may be able to answer that. But yeah, I think they're kind of like in the same like genre, but I don't know how similar they are when it comes to like gameplay mechanics. Copy that, yeah. That's why I was like, yeah, I'm not answering that one. We have a leader that has leveled up, and there we go. The neighbors here, the neighboring machines, have now opened their borders to us. Let's establish an embassy. Oh, actually, it looks like they want to establish one with us. Yes, we will take that. And pretty soon here, I can imagine we'll probably get a migration treaty or something, but this seems like an easy empire to befriend with right now. I don't know much about them, but we will learn. And so I'm going to go ahead and start building mining districts here. And back over here to our home planet. Let's check it out. Yes, the maintenance drones are dropping, but all other categories of jobs are increasing. And so that's why right now we're at 75 energy credits. I'm going to try to go for more as well, but right now we're just kind of moving with the flow. Our edict fund up another 20. And here it is. We are now getting ready to colonize Software Prime. Now, I'm going to pause the game really quick. We're going to go ahead and select our next society technology. We're going to level up our main leader here. And then after that, I'm going to jump over to Software Prime. And one thing that I feel like is a little fun tip here is while you're colonizing a planet, if you jump over to the Features tab, you can clear out tile blockers while you're colonizing the planet. And so let's see, what do we have here? I'm going to clear out some of these tunnels for starters, unless... Yeah, these tunnels, they're costing me 2 districts. Oh, nice. I'll have to get into those, Ogriff. But yeah, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, there will be links to the Discord channel. If you're not already in our Discord channel over on Twitch, there is the link. Join it. Let's talk games, all right? We talk games, we talk everything. We talk mostly memes. Mostly memes. All right, so I'm going to clear out a few tile blockers on Software Prime while it's getting ready to be colonized.
Survey complete.
And then outside of that, let's keep this game going. And so far, we're looking pretty good on resources. The minerals up to 2.5K. We have a lot of buildings here queued up and ready to be built. I'm going to build another research lab as well. And I have not built an energy grid building just yet. Might have to get a head start on that here. Maybe we'll wait for these tile blockers to clear out. Can I build one? Oh, I can. There we go. So yeah, we'll go ahead and build a energy grid building here as well. This is going to increase energy credits from tech drones. It increases the tech drone job by 1, and it gives us 2 extra max generator districts. And so pretty cool stuff there. 100 minerals per month.
Complete.
100 plus. There it is. We have now found a habitable world nearby as well, a tundra world size 15.
Research complete.
Not bad. And so I'm going to go ahead and probably expand over there next. We have the field modulation technology complete as well. That's going to increase my energy credits per month. And then for my next tech, we found a friendly empire next to us. I'm going to go with quantum theory next. We'll keep leaning into the technology here. And for, we could start leaning into some machine, some fleet enhancements like the ceramo metal materials technology. And speaking of ships, I don't have a lot of those right now. Right on. I appreciate that. What am I doing? Yeah, this is like one of my favorite games to play. I like this game a lot. Wormholer says, hi there. Just started watching, playing. Do you have to build a starbase to make your borders expand? I keep running out of influence. So yes. Is it Space War in space and different planets in Homeworld? Okay, so wait. Wormholer, welcome to the stream, by the way. When you expand your borders, all right, so here's one of my construction ships. I'm gonna have them chill out for a second. So I just clicked on them. Here's the icon for them, or you could click on it behind me. There's like all these ship icons, and so let me move my cursor out the way. So like right here, this top one, this says construction ship right below it in the yellow. My construction ship is also here, this little bitty icon. And so if you click on that, or if you click on that, you select your construction ship. Then you go to a system. Now, you want to go to a system that is like connected to your borders, because let's say if I was here and I wanted to jump here and then go here, and if I wanted to expand my border here without expanding here first, that is going to cost me more influence. Now, influence is up here. Right now, I have 274 influence. I'm bringing in 4 influence per month. That's what the plus, whatever the number is behind your bigger number usually is going to indicate. Now, I'm going to spend that influence. Let's click on our construction ship. I'm going to right click on this system, and it says to build a starbase. All right, that's this right here, build starbase. Now I can't do it right now because I don't have enough alloys, but once I get 87 alloys, that's what it's telling me right now. I'm lacking 87 alloys. When I get those alloys, I will be able to expand my borders. And so you can do it from this way, or you can zoom in on the system. I'll click on that. I'll click on that construction ship again right here. And then I can go ahead and build a starbase there. And so that's how you do it. But keep in mind, if you want to expand your borders over a system that is not connected to your borders, it'll be more expensive. And so yeah, you'll need alloys and you'll need influence. I guess I'm just trying to expand. Yeah, so there is a thing where you expand too quickly, but there are things like traditions. I want to say traditions are a way to increase your influence. If you have rivals, I believe that will increase your influence. If you make trade deals, if you make commercial pacts with other empires, if you form like alliances and things like that can decrease your influence as well. And so those are some things you have to keep in mind when you're playing the game too. But yeah, influence, it's pretty interesting. I feel like it's been changed so many times. Or at least when I was first playing Stellaris, influence was not like what it's like now, but yeah, it's not too hard to work around.
Clear.
If you expand too fast, influence does take time to like kind of build up a little bit.
Found.
Yo, Radio Wave, thank you for the 5 gifted subs there. Holy moly. Sorry, when I saw that I had a burp lingering there, but guys, enjoy the subs
Survey complete.
from Radio Wave. Please leave an emote there to say thank you, because that is incredibly generous right there. Radio, hopefully you're doing all right. Welcome to the stream. All the videos show old versions of influence. Might have to get on top of that then. Might have to get on that. But yeah, guys, enjoy that. I think I have a video idea right there. But yeah, are you guys looking forward to the new announcements here? Astroplanes? Sounds interesting. Sounds very interesting. I don't know what this new DLC is going to be about, but I'm curious. All right, so now that I have enough alloys here, I just did it right there. I'll do it again for Wormholer. Check this out. Right click, and then it'll say build starbase. It'll be, the text will be all white like that. Yes, Radio Wave with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. We're building another starbase here, and there it is. And so usually when you're building starbases, guys, I look for choke point systems to try to build a nice beefy starbase that has, like, I don't know, maybe weapons on it, communication jammers, things like that. We have now found a pre-sapient species. But yeah, that's what I'll usually do with choke point systems, or systems like these that have like 12 plus minerals in it, or even more. And I'll try to exploit those resources as quickly as I can. Radio Wave, 192 subs. That is incredible there. And we reached the goal. Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much, Radio Wave. I appreciate that. Guys, give it up for Radio Wave. Leave those emotes in there for him. That's some serious support right there. I appreciate that a bunch, my friend. Hopefully you're having a good Wednesday, as well as everyone else that is watching too. Man, nice. I'm kind of cheesing a little bit right now. All right, so what the heck? We're both robots. They're declaring us a rival, and so I think I know why. That game is really good, Cake. I haven't played a whole lot of it, but yes, I think Galactic Civilization 4 is pretty awesome. These guys are our rival right now. It looks like I have not been building enough ships here, and so let's go ahead and jump on top of that right away. I'm gonna jump over here to my alloys, and I'm gonna just kind of cash out my energy credits really quick, and let's get a little fleet here made. I think we can build up enough ships here before they actually think they want to do anything. And here's my unit P9. This is my scientist. Let's give them the survey speed. We still have a lot of systems to survey. For my other construction ship here, I'm going to go ahead and try to grab this system next. Now, whenever I find an empire, I usually try to build at them. All right. Is that more beginner friendly? I feel like they both have like learning curves. Yeah. Oh yeah. And so finding the voice, let's go ahead and activate this agenda next. This is going to increase our unity. The infinite opportunities is only 20 days active, and that's going to shut down, but that's been increasing the happiness on our planets. Let's select our next agenda, and I'm going to go for Chart the Unknown. This is going to increase survey speed. It's also going to increase anomaly discovery chances by 5%. Guys, this song is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can hear the music here. I cranked it down a little bit so you guys can hear me, but this song is a jam. All right. And so yeah, the robot rivals at our next neighboring system. And yeah, I'm not sure. It depends on your settings. Let me see here. And we are closer to... Oh, we've cleared out 2 blockers already on this second section of our ring world, and I'm looking forward to colonizing it. This will be the first section outside of our... We still have not left our ring world yet. Like we've expanded and like surveyed around the galaxy, but this will be our first colony ship expanding outside of our home ring section.
Anomaly found.
But it's still in the same ring. So I'm actually curious about how the situation is going to play
System
out
survey complete.
in the stream here today. All right, so outside of that, let's maybe look into recruiting another science
System
ship
survey
here.
complete.
Gonna buy a handful
System
more
survey
alloys,
complete.
and we'll get that next science ship queued up and ready to go. We have room for one more leader, and I'm surprised we have a first contact situation here. Let's check this out. Beginning our second first contact situation in this huge galaxy. We are 12 years into the game. We've only found one empire. It's a lot of habitable worlds right there. Civilization Beyond Earth. I have not played that game in a long time.
Construction complete.
I used to be a big fan of Civilization too. I haven't played the game in a while. I gotta give it a shot. It's been a minute. For our scientists here, let's give them I'm gonna give a lot of my scientists, at least right now, that cataloger trait so that they can survey a little bit faster than the other empires. I want to know what's out there quickly. I think I played the one before that one. I think is it Civ 4 or 5? I want to say I had it on Xbox, or there was one that I had on PlayStation 2. That's what first got me into strategy games. I can't remember. It might have been 3, but Civilization used to be my jam. All right. And so here, let's see. Let's recruit units. Let's go with a archaeologist. And so Unit 8, U8. And what I'm gonna have these guys do is I'm gonna automate their settings, but for the scientist here and our final leader that I'll be recruiting for the remainder of the stream, we're gonna go with investigating anomalies, excavating archaeology sites, and researching special projects. This will be my 4th scientist doing this now. And so while my other 3 scientists are still surveying the galaxy,
Anomaly
our 4th
found.
scientist will be researching all these anomalies that are being left behind, all right?
Blocker cleared.
All right, and so both of my main resources that I have right now, the energy credits and the minerals,
Frontiers established.
they're looking pretty solid. And now we have colonized ring section, software prime. And look at that, the planet is 75% habitable, so nice. I'm glad we colonized that very early, although right now we need to get some districts up on this planet as soon as possible, as well as a machine assembly plant. Now this is going to burn into my alloys. I'm already a little low on alloys as is. This is only going to cost me 1 alloy for this job, but I'm going to make this section of the ring world a industrial, or is it let me see, what's the name of it? We're going to automate this world to be apparently I can't do it. Oh yeah, here it is, a forge world. There it is. And so a forge world it will be, it shall be,
System survey
it must be, and we'll get a head start on getting some more alloys there. But nice, colonizing the ring section that early. For some reason I thought it was like a penalty or something if you colonize the world too soon, but our next tradition here. That's why I love machines, don't care about that habitability. I know. That's one of my favorite things about machines, is just being able to colonize any planet as much as I want, but really role-playing with them. I always like machines in these types of games anyway. You know, I grew up watching the Terminator series, and you know, I'm supposed to hate robots, but also just they are so freaking cool. Like a Terminator is so cool, the design of it. Guys, iterative AI is our next tradition here, and this will increase our leader pool size by 1 and our leader experience gain by another 10%. And so let's see, Supreme Commander was also good, but easily broken with super units. I don't know if I've played that game before either. You guys got all the games I gotta do some research on here. Okay, and so I'm gonna early game juggle around some of my resources. Later on, I'll start adding them to my monthly trade. But now that we have this planet, this second section of our ring world colonized, I feel like this is going to be a huge advantage for my machines here. Okay, cool. I was just checking to see if robots are still being assimilated here on this planet, even though I don't have a machine processing building. But yeah, we're going to be expanding here next, and then
Construction complete.
there it is. That's what I wanted. All right, so yeah,
System survey complete.
that fleet power is no longer overwhelming to us. I only
Research
built a
complete.
handful of ships, but their diplomatic stance is currently set to belligerent, and so if they have the chance to pick on us,
System survey
if they can bully us, they will. And as long as we keep that fleet power up, I think we should be okay. And so now we're gonna go ahead and start expanding back down towards this bottom area. I'm okay with letting them have these areas up here. I really don't want to. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, that's a really nice system right there. And if they don't get it soon enough, I might take it for myself. But I'm seeing some planets down here that I really want to go for next. We also have another first contact situation going on as well. I'm already in the middle of starting one now, and my other envoy is trying to improve relations with these guys. But yeah, so far I think my ships are good to go. Now, we haven't built any star bases yet, and I'm going to go ahead and build my first, being right here at this choke point in front of our rivals and robot rivals here. And actually, I need some more resources in order to do that. I need more alloys, and so we're going to pump the brakes on that right now. I'm only generating 2 alloys per month. That's a little low, but no worries here. We already have some buildings on the way that are going to definitely get this on track. The industrial districts will be on the way. And let's check out what's going on here in the building queue. Cool. 2 Nexus districts are queued up first. Right now, we only have 1 available housing, and so that's not a huge amount. And already I'm seeing the alloys are starting to take their dip. My first game of this was Machine Intelligence. Second was Hive Mind. My first like 3 games were all machine. Just because I watched a tutorial that said machines were very easy to play with, and for the longest, I was not a big fan of organic species just because they needed food. And I was like, why would I want to play with a species that needs to eat when I can play with a robot empire
Research complete.
that just depends on energy? But yeah. Alien Nations, that sounds pretty cool. It sounds familiar. Guys, for our next engineering technology, we're gonna start going with those mining station output technologies, because this right here is gonna be a nice bonus for all the mining stations we already have. Like here we have these 12 minerals. All of those numbers are gonna start going up. Here our minerals went from 11 to 12. One system, 21 minerals. And so that's gonna keep going up as we get more efficient with cutting up minerals in the galaxy. And so let's see here. We got our construction ships. We have not enough alloys we're generating per month right now. And so let's maybe look into, let's go back. Let's go back into some of our systems here and start getting the rest of these minerals. And so mining stations there, mining stations here. We are building mining stations everywhere. Warcraft, another game I have not played.
System survey
I
complete.
have not played Warcraft before. No. Let's see. Next up, we need... yeah, right now, we're just hurting for minerals. That's it. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so far, so good. Like I said, expansion here. I'm going to probably... oh, wow. This empire does not have a... okay, so they do have more planets colonized than I do, at least from what I can see right now. It's set to 3, and we are working on the Grunner ruins. And so we just got 50 minor artifacts from this archaeological dig site. We're gonna keep on digging, and I'm not gonna go too deep into the dig sites unless you guys want me to. Right now I'm gonna be mostly just trying to get through some of the juicier parts of the game. And let's select our next tradition here, Discovery. This is going to be the uplink latency reduction tradition that we're going to select next. This is going to decrease calculator upkeep. And I have been building those research labs. We have a lot of calculators right now. If I go to Nexus Prime, we currently are sitting at 10 of these. And so, yeah, that upkeep is going to be adding even more energy credits back into my empire's energy credit upkeep per month, or how much we produce per month. And over here on Software Prime, let's see what it's looking like. All right, we still have not gotten that machine assembly plan up yet, but we have increased the housing. It's now up to 6. And so not bad, not bad. We have a second one on the way, and then after that, we're gonna start building some jobs. And so, yeah, we want to build an alloy foundry as quickly as possible. And we are just gonna be building industrial districts after industrial districts.
System survey
Oh, and some other
survey
empire has this system, and there is a star base there, and so, ooh, expanding here is going to be very necessary. And I'm going to get my construction ship on it right away. I don't know what kind of ship that is, but fortunately, we already have our construction ship right by the sun. Okay, that appears to be a science ship. They're surveying other systems or other suns and planets. But yeah, jumping back over here to our main world, our Nexus Primus world. Let's check out the pops. Cool. And so I'm actually curious, does it cost me? Okay, so it does cost me energy credits and Unity to resettle a species over here on this planet, on Software Prime. And so we'll hold off on that for now. I really don't have a reason to do that. But yeah, right now we just need these technicians and minor jobs to be filled in. And we actually have a lot of jobs open on this world, which is okay because most of the jobs that are open are maintenance drone jobs, but it's kind of what you want. You see here, now the technician drone job has been filled in. So we're set for a bit. I actually might go ahead and build another couple of Nexus districts here so that we can open up some more buildings here on my job. Our tech score is at 202, not bad. Let's make it better. And there it is, we've expanded here, perfect. And so we cut this empire off from being able to cross our borders. Also, Software Prime, how about Java Plus? We could do that. Do a C++ world, yes. This empire I'm playing with is a robot empire. And anytime I do that, I use like computer terminology. Guys, we are making first contact with the second empire. Oh, this is not an empire. This is a curator order with the new humanoid design. Nice. And so we're gonna say well met. Maybe I could get some technology off you guys later on in the game when I have enough energy credits that I could do that now. So I'm gonna say, hey, can you aid us in research? And they say, of course. And we purchase their service. Oh, it's only 1,000 energy credits, but for the next 10 years, my research speed is going to be increased by 10%, and I get plus 20% Unity with them. Nice. And so making our robots more intelligent there. Good stuff. And so let's go ahead and expand these two systems next. If this empire wants, they can still cross our borders and expand behind our systems. Now let's jump over here to research. We've we've completed ground defense planning technology. And now all I have are food technologies to research right now. And so let's lean into maybe, let's go with hydroponic farming. This is a building that you can add on your star bases. I probably won't need those right now. One of my nodes, this is one of my leaders on my council, they have a trait available, and let's lean a little bit more into the information processing. This will give them an increased leader experience gain. They got another one. Wow, 2 traits here. Let's double down on the leader experience gain there. Now it's at 20%. Cool stuff. Energy credits are starting to increase even further. Yes. Yes. It's all going as planned. All right, so let's clear out some more tile blockers here on our ring world. We'll clear out about 4 of those in a row. That's going to open up a few more of these districts for us. Right now we have a total of 8 of them blocked away. Let's go to Software Prime. We're going to have to do the same thing on this world, but right now, the machine assembly plants. Here it is. Boom.
Research complete.
Up and running. That's going to cost me my last alloy that I had queued up and ready to be built. And so I'm going to actually put the alloy foundry in the front of the build queue. That way here in the next month, we're probably going to be set at 0 alloys per month, which is not good, but it's not the worst thing in the world. And let's see what this archaeological dig site is that we just completed after I select my blue lasers as my next technology to research. All right, and so for the Grunner situation, it says that we have the bowel organism situation on our hand. We are now beginning the bowel event chain. This will unlock a special project, the former bowel colony investigation.
Situation log updated.
And so very nice there. Let's check up on our neighbors here. I'm going to use these guys kind of like as a measuring stone to determine when I need to build more ships. And I will probably go ahead and build some more right about now. That'll probably be enough for about 3 more ships. Let's go to our fleet manager, and I'm just going to hit reinforce all. There it is, 3 more corvettes on the way. I got room to build 6 star bases total. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and have my scientists continue surveying. There's another empire in this direction. I haven't found anything up here towards the top yet, and a rivaling robot empire to the right of us. Now, yeah, that opinion is starting to increase now that we've built more ships. All right, and so now let's see. We're running a little low on alloys.
Construction complete.
There it is. My system has expanded here.
Anomaly
My
found.
borders have expanded there. Let's go ahead and exploit these resources. And then we're going to move over here and get this one next, and we should be good. I can leave these 2 systems behind for a bit and come back to those
System
later.
survey complete.
We'll come back to those systems later. They only have a few tech points, which tech is very important, but not our highest priority right now.
Situation log updated.
All right, so one of my science ships looks like has encountered some hostilities. This looks like a entity. Yeah, a cloud entity. We will definitely avoid that. And I'm probably going to mark this system as restricted. And what that pretty much does is it makes all of my ships avoid traveling in this Rimok system. We will stay away from there. That is a dangerous system. So now my scientist is going to head back in the opposite direction. Oh, and the machines, it looks like they could potentially be stuck in a cluster here. We might have them pinched off from the rest of the galaxy. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and try to expand our borders here next. Actually, I'm gonna use this time to learn from my mistakes and hurry up and get this alloy foundry built. It'll be complete in the next 2 months, and that will help me increase my alloy production per month right now. Actually, it'll be a bit before I'm able to do that because we don't even have enough pops on this section of our
System
ring.
survey complete.
So there it is. The fabricator job is now up on this section of the ring.
System survey complete.
I'm going to do something here. We're going to look for the maintenance drones. Boom. And I just moved them to our new ring section. And so here on Nexus Prime, there's going to be more jobs open, but nonetheless, the jobs I want to be worked are being worked. Software Prime. That's interesting. It looks like I'm just going to need some more pops to grow in this world before we can fill this up. This fabricator job. I made it a favorite. The pops still seem not to... I mean, they'd rather be maintenance drones than complex drones, but I guess every robot has its purpose to serve. Let's expand our borders again. We need 69 alloys. Gonna buy a handful there and another first contact. This will be our 3rd, but either enclave or it might be an empire that we make contact with. And we are now going to be finishing our first tradition tonight. Databank uplinks. Now, high capacity quantum bands dedicated to databank transfers make possible virtually completely synchronous research operations across vast distance. And so this will unlock another edict for us. A research station output will be increased by 20%, and research from starbase constructions will be increased by 20% as well. So let's go ahead and select this now. When we complete the Discovery Tradition tree, our research speed is also increased by 10%. We get a Ascension perk. And so for our first Ascension perk here, Necromancy, ooh. Defeated organic Leviathans can sometimes be resurrected. Purged biological or lithoid pops may be restored as cyborg zombies. Nice, I forgot about Necromancy. This is very nice, but I think I'm going to lean towards technological ascendancy. This is going to give me another research speed increase, and I kind of want to keep my foot on the gas with technology here. How is PvP in this game? It's how you want it to be. If you want to play like a PvE, you could do that, but PvE can be very hardcore. There are levels to this game, as a lot of like strategy games, but there are some people that bend and break this game, and they can do some gnarly stuff in PvE or PvP. So I usually tend to play a role play style of the game. Try to win. I try to come out on top, but just depending on the empire I'm playing with, whatever happens. Honestly, that's the best I can say. I'm going to say I've lost more games than I've won games. All right, and so still a fun game. It's a challenge.
Construction complete.
There's always different pieces and things that happen in every game is different. That's what I really enjoy about this game. And so, yeah. Guys, I just bought some alloys here. I'm going to sell some of these minerals that I've collected. There we go. We're going to buy some more. And I want to do some very aggressive expansion right here. I don't know what empire is down here, but they seem to have expanded closer to me. A little bit more closer than for comfort. And so I'm going to go ahead and send 2 ships in this direction. 3 of my leaders have leveled up. Let's give them traits. Wow, 32 energy credits from this leader. Gotta love those machines. Let's go with more edict capacity and even more edict capacity. Wonderful. When you play PvP, then would it take insane hours to win? Not really. Like, everybody's moving at the same time. And so, like, the way I'm playing right now, like, think of it like this. Like, I'm playing, usually, like, you won't pause the game as much. I mean, it depends on who you're playing with, but, like, usually in most PvE game or PvP games that I play, games can take a while. I mean, like, pretty much a lot of Stellaris games can take a while, but if you turn the galaxy size down, you can probably spend less time than what I'm doing right now, playing on a huge galaxy. And so this is what the biggest galaxy size is you can play without modding Stellaris. Now, there are mods that can make the galaxy way bigger than this, but honestly, huge for me is more than enough. I have 30 empires that we started with in this galaxy. There may be more, there may be less later on in the game. Let's find out.
Construction complete.
All right, so I got another leader here with a trait available. This is my growth node. Nice, nice. And I cannot wait to start getting pops onto Planet Software Prime or Ring Section Software Prime. I want those pops there to be working. Yeah, what's going on, Manak? Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream. We are playing with our neutral machine empire. We have a rival to the top of us, but I think they're starting to learn the mistakes of their ways of declaring us rivals. We can hold our own, at least against these guys. But yeah, we were playing on a huge galaxy this evening. We are trying to, well, now build some ships here, but I might have gotten into a situation. Oh, no worries. What am I doing? You don't have to worry about that. I mean, I appreciate you guys just hanging out with us today. And if you're watching this like VOD later on, that means a lot to me too. But oh yeah, I'm just trying to, make some content for the game that I enjoy the most. Oh, you don't have to. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I mean, be my guest, but that is not necessary here. I started playing this game for the first time in years to see how it performs on my new machine. Nice. I'm also in a similar situation, Manak. I just got a 4080 graphics card. Oh, they beat me to it. Son of a gun. All right, I got to cut them off here. They beat me to it. I wanted to expand my borders here, and the AI now has that. They have that system in their control. But yeah, I got a 4080 graphics card. I got just pretty much everything upgraded, and now I've been playing this game on the biggest, baddest settings I possibly can. And so yeah, maybe not biggest, baddest, but like in the game, I just turn everything up, and I have some fun. All right, so now this is Race for Space. We have to try to get these systems under our control here and cut off whatever is down here. They've already taken a vital system that we were going to take before. But yeah, the guy who helped me select the parts said it was economical. Nice. A 3060 I feel like would run pretty well. And here they are, the Orbis customer synergies. They're peaceful traders. Nice. This is good. We're going to initiate friendly protocols with these guys. And there they are, all up on our borders. Let's see what their opinion is. They are cordial with us. Let's make this a better relationship by forming an embassy. There it is. And so another friendly empire here. Also just sent the meme in Discord, Wise Mystical Tree. Copy, copy. I'll check that afterwards, guys. But yeah, let's keep the expansion going and let's try and build a solid relationship here with the customer synergies. I like the name of that empire. All right, and so not to be, hostile towards them, but we are going to make sure we cut them off. They're going to have to expand elsewhere because the remainder of these systems that are towards the north of us are going to belong to Dark Steel, the Machine Empire.
Walker cleared.
All right, so there's a lot going on right now. An iMac I could run at the time, but would start getting a lot of, wow. Yeah, I used to have a MacBook, like a laptop. Ever since I've went to just like a PC, I can't go back to Windows, but no, yeah, I'm glad you got an upgrade. It sounds like you're having some fun with it. Yeah. Oh yeah, and so here, let's see, we finally got this alloy foundry up. And I made the fabricator a favorite job. Again, we just gotta wait for the pops to grow here. Let's look into adding... I'm gonna keep going with research labs. Now we're gonna clear out some tile blockers as well. That way we can get some more districts up. But yeah, there was a handful of DLC back then. I was gonna buy all the DLC I don't have on Black Friday, but wanted to make sure I could play a full game first. Nice. Yeah, there's a lot of DLC, and around like the Thanksgiving, Christmas time, I feel like the game usually goes on sale. And so, yo, I'm going to see if I can get a link for it. But yeah, if I can, I would definitely recommend checking it out, and it could probably get you a deal or something on it. I'll ask around, but I hope I could. But yeah, there's always deals throughout the year for not just Stellaris, but just like a lot of Paradox Interactive games. And in this system, we have a 5K entity of some sort. And so I'm going to restrict the system. I don't want to risk losing any ships for that. And right away, I got disruptor technology. That is, I feel like, very good for 20 years into the game. We're going to unlock our next agenda. I believe this is our third agenda. This is the chart the unknown. And so this is going to increase our anomaly discovery chance, our survey speed, and yeah. Oh yes, lots of surveys being completed, lots of research being completed. We're playing on a humongous galaxy. Guys, none of my leaders have negative traits, all right? But this is the only agenda that I have available right now. And so I'm gonna wait for some of my other agendas to come off of the cooldown, and we'll come back to it when we hear that agenda available notification. All right. Oh no, they're trying to build a base here. Tell me I can get it. Oh, okay, I beat them to it in just time. Look at that, they have a construction ship here. Oh man. Oh man, whoever gets this, oh wow, 34 minerals in one system. That is very nice right there. There are minerals all over the place, and so wonderful.
Construction complete.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Maybe we can look for, and we got it, victory. That's a victory right there. And so tough luck. We're gonna go ahead and move here and expand here at ASAP. All right, that is gonna be a very valuable system there with 34 minerals. Holy moly. Let's also go ahead and upgrade the ships. Got about, looks like 7 ships total getting ready to be upgraded. Where's my other construction ship at? Let's go ahead and get these resources as well. All right, and pretty soon we're gonna go ahead and get our hands on some alloys here. It's gonna be a matter of time. Still no fabricators being worked yet, and I don't want to burn too many of my resources resettling pops, and so we're just gonna have to wait a little bit. I do have one habitable world in my borders. You do think you want all of it? Seems to add so much, just that each single one adds a small thing outside of the major expansions. Yeah, so the game you're seeing right now that I'm playing behind me, this is all DLC. We have all DLC active right now in this game. Everything. And so every feature, this is yeah, it's not modded, but it's all DLC active. And here it is, 34 minerals now. I'm gonna build my mining station here, but I've played this game enough to know that if it's too good to be true, usually right away it might just be. And so let me see what's causing me to lose Unity right now. I wonder if it's an edict that I have. Am I over my edict capacity? I'm nowhere near my edict capacity. And so how am I losing Unity right now? I got this fortify the border, which, you know, I really don't need to have this active. Now, capacity subsidies. This is nice. I could let go of the fortify the border for now until I start upgrading those. Mining, I don't need a whole lot of. Research subsidies could be very nice as well. Look at this. I have 3 edicts active, and I could activate. I could probably keep Fortified the Border activated as well. But for now, we'll keep those 3 running. And my tech score jumped up a little bit. Nice, nice. We have a crashed starship archaeological dig site. This one's a little bit further away. I don't know if I'll be able to reach it. Oh, nice. Use FTL mods at campaign start. Nice. It'd be cool if Stellaris had like a campaign mode. Kind of like Total War games. All right, so let's jump back over here to my main world. And, okay, we got about 2 jobs that I would like to get filled in on this planet. But nonetheless, pops are growing. They're moving. Let me see here. I need about 400 alloys right now. Uh-oh. And one of my scientists has died.
Survey complete.
I got a scientist down somewhere. Oh, up here. Ladies and gentlemen, we might have our first hostile empire. They're going out just hyperlanes for everyone. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, they've killed one of my scientists, one of my robots. They're trying to scrap it for parts. Let's go to our shipyard. Hey, thanks Wormholer for stopping by. If you got any more questions, we are streaming on YouTube as well. Check that link out. If you guys want to comment on there, that'd be incredibly incredible. Incredibly incredible. What am I saying? But yeah. Until then, I will see you later. We are trying to build another science ship. And so finally, I'm out of the negatives for alloys. Let me see. Let's go back here. Bingo. And let's replace that scientist we tragically lost right there. None of my leaders have negative traits, and so the correctional bisection I'm going to save for later.
Ships upgraded.
My ships have been upgraded. Nice, nice. And I'm going to start expanding right towards our hostile rival, or our hostile empire here. Oh, they appear to be a humanoid species. Let's find out some more information about this species. And there goes my next science ship. Let's use I'm gonna go for the quick calculations. And I'm gonna have them do what I had the last scientist do, and investigate pretty much everything. Yo, Firestarter, what's going on? Welcome, welcome. We are in the middle of a pretty interesting run right here. Yo, Caravenos 2. Thanks for stopping by the stream today. Welcome. We are playing a huge galaxy in Stellaris with our machine empire. We're pretty much neutral right now, but we are trying to make friends. We have 2 somewhat friendlier empires out here in the galaxy. One's a rival, but they're a friendly rival. Do I automate planets? Not a whole lot. Usually, when I get to about maybe, I want to say like 8 to like 10 planets. Depending on what's happening in the game, I will manage them myself, but anywhere like more than that, then I'm just like, all right, this is too much. I will automate some of them. But what's going on, Kara? Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. We are, yeah, we're in an interesting situation right here. We're playing on a huge galaxy, and so far we have found about maybe 3 empires. This looks like an empire here. There are 1,000 stars in this system, or in this galaxy we're playing in today.
Anomaly found.
And yeah, we're starting to come across some of our neighbors here. And so I'm trying to expand as much as I can.
Construction complete.
We have some launched. We have some agendas we're waiting for to launch as well. And holy moly, we are getting a lot of alerts here. The Edict Fund increased again. Wow. Colonial centralization is going to be my next society tech. That way we can get another leader capacity, and I believe the planetary processor building that we can upgrade on our planets will give me an extra more housing, amenities, and 3 extra building slots. I didn't realize it was that many. I'm gonna have to test that out on one of my worlds here. Wow. And so outside of that, let's go ahead and build another research lab. The energy credits are looking wonderful. Oh, and so I see here that the Unity, the reason we're losing Unity is because I have so many leaders. And I think the higher level they get, the more they cost. And so probably next up on my to-do list here is going to be to colonize another planet. And I knew exactly what was going to happen here. Guys, that system that had like 30 something 42 minerals in it. They were all surrounded by these autonomous drone-like things. They're like asteroids that come to life. Edicts do cost Unity, but that's only if I go over my edict capacity. And so here, policies and edict. Here is my edict fund. We are at 104. My capacity is at 155. Anything I go over that, that's when it'll start applying to my main Unity resource here. But right now, I've been pretty much going for a lot of like Unity things that like modifiers. And so a lot of my leaders have like Unity modifiers and things like that. But this is an easy thing to fix right now. I wouldn't mind getting some more Unity at the moment, but yeah, I guess I could just temporarily build a uplink node building, and that should solve that problem for now. You get free Unity to spend only on edicts. Yes. Yes. All right, so let's see who these hostile guys are. We have found out they are a spacefaring civilization. Okay. Oh yeah, so I have a lot of it just because of traits that I've selected from my leaders. I've selected a lot of like edict capacity traits and things like that. And then software prime here, let's see. Okay, we got our first fabricator working. Nice. We have found some amoeba. And, we have the lost amoeba here, and I have 3 options. I see here that if we dissect it, says that every time every time we're in combat with space amoeba, we increase our damage to it by 33%, and I get 1,000 energy credits for every space amoeba fleet destroyed.
Log updated.
I want that. And so this is now going to spawn up a situation here. Okay, and we'll probably hold off on the situation for now. I do have a lot of situations going on, but I have my scientists right now currently researching them all through automatic exploration. Now, this system has some Zro in it, and it leads to 3 other systems, 1, 2, and 3. That's nice. It depends. It depends on the empire I'm playing with. Sometimes if I'm playing like a total war empire, yes, I will be warlike. In this game here today, I'm kind of being neutral here. And we just found 3 empires at the same time. That sounds like a federation. And depending on how strong they are, I would not mind being a part of a federation. All right, so we got this target from Orbit Archaeological Dig Site we're working on as well. We'll see what that gets us here in the future. What is that? What is that? Is it a construction ship? Uh-oh. An alien ship has just entered the system. It looks like a science ship. Yes, they're surveying. Too bad, the system's mine. All right, and so yeah, we got our first leader with a veteran level. And let's see here. The analyst is nice for late game, or like later on when we've like surveyed everything. I'm gonna go for explore because there's still so much in the galaxy that we got to figure out here. Let me see. Since I haven't played in forever, I decided to go milk toast and pick the UN. Yo, the United Nations of Earth is one of my favorite empires. It's one of the first playthroughs that I did over on YouTube. One of my favorites. I enjoyed that a whole lot, and I feel like honestly I might do another one. But I love playing with human-led empires, and so hey, the Dekron Sentients decided to end their rivalry with us. I see they've closed their borders to us, or they've enclosed us as well. Oh, and here we go. This is what I'm talking about. The technology research agreements. Nice. Very nice.
System survey complete.
And they want to form a defensive pact with us. Now, this one I'm not sure about, buddy. You know, you guys are nice, but if you guys decide to go to war and I gotta join you, I'm gonna decline for now. Especially after we were just rivals a moment ago. They want to form a non-aggression pact. Now you're speaking my language. I can't commit to a full-blown defensive pact. No thanks. And so these guys over here, oh my goodness, they are overwhelming, but yet they are still friendly to us. Thank goodness. Maybe we can try to form a non-aggression pact with them as well. And what is this? I feel like I've never seen this icon before, but there's a trust icon. It says trust is a measure of our long-term relationship with this empire and directly impacts their opinion of us. It increases from maintaining diplomatic and economic agreements with them. Their maximum trust of us is 50 due to no significant diplomatic deals. Wow. And so, yeah, that's pretty sweet right there. This empire is strong, so maybe I should have formed a defensive pact with them, but I think our another focus here is going to have to be keeping these guys as friends. Or maybe I just need to build some more ships, but let's go ahead and begin. Actually, I'm already investigating a first contact situation with these guys up here. We have empires that are a little bit stronger than us. And so again, I'm going to buy a bulk load of alloys. Let's reinforce. And hopefully that overwhelming drops down to maybe superior or equivalent. But yeah. So here we are in the galaxy, guys. Who is this hostile empire going to be that is above us? Can we form some sort of like alliance here with the two empires we are currently neighboring? We shall see. And so I'm going to go ahead and start expanding a little bit more in this direction. And nice. We got a nice little flow here. We got 10,000 minerals stocked away. That's a lot of minerals here. And so I'm going to go ahead and start working on these right away. And let's build, you know what? I'm going to build 3 more generator districts. I want all of the energy credits. Over here, we're going to start building more research labs. And here it is, the Avlotharian Sovereign Stars. They're a democratic crusader type empire. And I'm going to say, let's be friends, although my actions are not going to represent that. You guys have been pretty hostile towards us. Oh, they're belligerent. Okay, so that could be a lot worse, but I don't know. With them being democratic crusaders, this could be bad for us. And yeah, our relationships are already pretty bad, so I'm going to go ahead and close borders to these guys for now. Get out of our systems. These ships should disappear unless, oh yeah, they're not their ships. I usually play on Admiral, and so 1 before Grand Admiral, and that's probably why I get crushed sometimes, but no, we're going to see what's up this game.
Research complete.
We're going to see if we can hold our own in this galaxy. All right, and so we get that survey speed technology. Let's go with quantum energy states tech next. Definitely want to keep getting more energy credits. Down the drain, what is this? And so evidently we've caught on the outskirts of a black hole gravity well eons ago at an angle just short of a slingshot maneuver. Whether this was the intent or happenstance is difficult to judge, and the pod's automated thrusters have been fighting its descent to the event horizon ever since. It is now too close to the horizon to salvage. One of our scientists' reports ends abruptly, and the crew of the bot investigators communicate that the science officer appears deeply affected by this new data, as it has significantly altered the bot's investigators' risk assessment statistics and survival rate predictions. And so now, it looks like one of our... They have a -5 increase. Hopefully they don't, Andrew, but either way, we're going to try to be as prepared as we can. I don't know where the crisis is going to spawn, but if they do, there's a chance that, yeah, I mean, we do have all these machines here. If the contingency happens, we could be in some trouble. But yeah, I'll see if I might stray away from AI technology. Because if we have like AI on our ships, I know that could cause some problems, but as long as we stay on top of the contingency situations, we could be fine. And so here are the curators returning, and yes, we will keep our deal going. More research speed for another. Has it been 10 years already? Wow. For sure, I have luck for it. Nice. Well, hey, thanks for stopping by today. Appreciate you hanging out with us. We just got this game started today, and we are playing with a sort of like a neutral machine empire.
Research complete.
Trying to make friends with both sides. Oh, we got destroyer technology too. Let's jump over to our fleet manager here next, and let's start adding those to our fleets. But before we do that, I'm gonna change the role of these guys, and for my destroyers, I too like to have these guys be like a screening type of ship roll. All right, so we got that set there, and oh, I have destroyer weapons. And so this has 100% shield and armor penetration. Dang, I feel like I don't have a lot of these though. I don't have a lot of disruptors on my destroyers here. And so I'm gonna make one design here. We're gonna save that, and then I might make a different design. I kind of want to keep running with the lasers and maybe some nuclear missiles. Actually, these wouldn't complement each other because one's long range, the other is a little bit closer. And so all disruptors for now, and the bigger ships I build, I'll use those for probably more long range weapons. But yeah, this is our second design here. Got those two saved. And let's also change up the design on the Corvettes as well. And so this is our flak laser class. And then for the second design, we'll just go all disruptors. And all armor. And so, it's kind of weird that I can't save it like that. I guess we'll make this class 3. All right. No worries, we can have multiple designs for our Corvettes. Now, let's go to our fleet manager here, and now, let me see. I'm going to add which destroyer do I want? Damn, Destroyer 2, what is that design? Oh, all the disruptors, yeah. It's like, this thing is expensive. But we're going to build 5 of those, and then I'm actually going to create a new fleet here. And for this one, I'm going to use our new Corvettes that we've built, and we're just going to go full-blown disruptor Corvettes. So the second fleet will probably be much more dangerous than the first, but cool. We have now found 3 empires at our borders. I need to get star bases built up as soon as possible.
Anomaly found.
Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I try to go more diplomatic in the early game. These guys are belligerent as well. Yikes. These guys, okay, so yeah, they're not overwhelming to us anymore. That's pretty good to see. And you know what? I might go ahead and sell some of these minerals here so that I can get my hands on some alloys and build some more ships. So when it comes to ships now, I look at those in a little bit of a different light. I will just go over my naval cap. That will not bother me. But right now we got 3 more on the way, and so I'm just going to keep trying to build ships up since we got... honestly, all 3 of these empires look like they're bullies. They are all going with that belligerent diplomatic stance, and so I'm looking at these guys like, yo, what's the dealio here? Hey, thanks for stopping by, Milo. I appreciate you hanging out with us today.
Construction complete.
We are going to be continuing this run tomorrow, I believe, and so tune in for that. But yeah, we'll have some more Stellaris all throughout the week this week, guys. All right, and so back on my other worlds, we are building a lot of jobs here. And cool, this is where I usually will try to slow down a little bit, because if we have so many jobs available, I don't want to just have so much upkeep, unless it's maintenance jobs. Thanks to the target from orbit archaeological dig site, we finished it. I've gained 1,000 minerals. What's going on? What am I doing here? We also have ancient suspension fields and ancient suspension field technology progress. And so we'll be able to research that a little bit later on. I probably won't do it yet because I think that, let me see what this does. I think it has something to do with special resources. Nope. This is, well, it's with minor artifacts, but this will increase my shield hardening, my shield hit points, and my daily shield regeneration. And so, yeah, it's pretty good technology, but I think right now I want to mostly focus on some other things here, like expanding the borders once again. Now let's jump over to Software Prime. We got our first 10 pops on this planet. 2 of them are now fabricators, yet that is still not enough.
System survey complete.
We're only producing 2 alloys on this planet. We need way more. We also need star bases as well, and wouldn't mind increasing my fleet command limit either. Okay, and so guys, you know what? I think we might stop here. Seems like a pretty solid spot to stop at. We're gonna continue this tomorrow, but here is our empire so far. The Dock Steel. We are currently in the middle of 3 empires. 2 of them, it looks like we're starting to make friends with. We have a rival up here towards the top. We're looking pretty good. Make sure you guys check out the YouTube community posts. I probably, maybe not after this one. I might not do it after this one, but sometimes I like to add little ways for you guys to jump into my stream and like have some kind of way to interact with my streams here. And I'll let you guys make decisions and things like that. And so until then, I'm Off Delete. Thank you for hanging out with us today. I will see you all tomorrow. Deuces.